Oh, I think we started. I don't even know anymore. All right, here we go. All right, welcome to the pre-show. Looks like there's an ad. Sorry, you guys get ads now, but it happens. All right. What am I trying to do? All right. Oh man, today's gonna be a mess. Oh. All right, here. Let's give you guys the big screen on this thing. All right. In theory, you guys hear the music. For whatever reason, oh my god, hold on. I got my setup is all jacked up. I'm gonna put that there. This over here. All right. I'm trying to get this together. Yeah. Great. My park is 45. Can you believe it? We've done 45 of these things, guys. So let's see. Do we do something for 50? Like, all right, when is 50? What day? 46, maybe. The chance to miss next week. Um, if I miss next week, then Mind Pockets moves to Monday. FYI. Um, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 1st of March will be 50. Okay, because there was a couple I missed, right? Plus, Mind Pockets didn't start right when I started live streaming. There is a chance. There's 100 episode of live stream as we come up on episode 100. Okay, let's look real quick. Hold on. Let's see how we got this. Made. Oh, total. Oh, that's not reading all of them. Lame. Hold on. That's not going to tell me how many. Lame. Alright. Well, it's close. I have to go on a different route to go see some numbers. But that is a thing. All right, let's go through some pre-show slides here with you. Hey, make sure you say hi when you're in here. Take a second. Boom. Slide the live chat thing over, and then you'll see like the chats. So make sure you say hello. Let me know who's here. Um, let's see. Yeah, that's it. Just say hi. Or if you're watching this afterwards, hit me with the whimsy. Hey, yo, lasagna. Um, whimsy with the Z. All right, so I was way off on all my dates. We did one every Friday last month for January because we had 5 kids, 5 interviews. There's, as of right now, there is nothing scheduled for this first Friday of the month. I have no idea what topic to bring up, so I'll keep you updated. Whimsy with the Z. Nope, sorry, Jason the Whimsy proper. Every Monday. Oh my god. Episode 98, 99 coming up, and then 100 in 3 weeks. Um, it is slowly falling apart. Like the whole episode 100 idea is slowly and quickly falling apart. Make sure that if you are new, make sure you hit that little thumbs up. Wait, what is it on? I don't know what it is on YouTube. Because if you're watching this, you're on YouTube, right? So there's like a bell, notifications, so you know when I go live. And if you're listening to any podcasts, boom, hit the follow heart button on those things. Patreon. This is the subscription to help support Chasing the Whimsy, help support kids getting gifts for the holidays. Let's see. It's going to help me make cool stuff. Oh, man. Hold on. I'll be right back. I got to show you some cool stuff. I'm back. I got some cool stuff. Make sure you again say hi. Joyce Ann is really good about hitting the whimsy when she watches this after work. Lets me know that she was here and hanging out. So wasn't here for the live, but she was here in the afters. So appreciate the whimsies. If you guys watch not live. And then okay, so there we go. Huh. I wonder. Is that a thing? Maybe that is a thing. I mean, maybe not. I'm trying to like do things without going like deeply in the hole. Like I'm already in red for so much. I don't know what's gonna happen today. It may or may not be having like a small existential crisis. I don't think it's so much existential crisis as like I don't know, like overthinking. Anybody who knows me, I have a huge habit of doing that. All right. Thank you, Lasagna, for hitting the yo-yo. And I believe Mom is. Hold on. Is she working? Because she has to work tomorrow morning. Yes, so she has to work tonight and then tomorrow morning, and she hates that? If I remember correctly. I don't remember. But, alright. Alright. The show's starting here in a second. Hello and welcome to Mind Pockets. There's the screen. How are y'all doing? A couple of things. For whatever reason, Liam hates kitchen. If you guys have not been catching up on the episodes, go back and listen to last week. 97, which was where? Who? Fucking ow. Ooh. Such a fun episode. Um, One of the funnest ones we had in a while. And we realized that he does not like kitchen or kitschy, right? For whatever reason. And then I was just looking at the intro, and yes, for the lives, I do have the intro that says this show is hosted by me and Kitschy or Kitchen. So sorry, Liam. uh, I don't know. 45. My pocket's 45. Anybody who's new, you look, I don't know. So I just think about the person who's new, right? There's 10 of you hanging out. One of you is like, I've never seen this before. What's going on? I don't watch a lot of like uh, like vlogger podcasts or videos, but this is basically it, man. I got my slides right over here, right? You got me sitting in front. Normally it's a little bit closer, but I gotta get kitschy in here. I like the nice spacing, so I got like to utilize all the space I don't have. But whatever. Saturdays, mind pockets. I record ideas and thoughts throughout the week. I put them on a little presentation for you. I play them, and then I will comment. This week has been a roller coaster of a heck of a week. Uh, yeah, it's gonna get interesting for the next, let's call it like 4 weeks, right? We got we're coming up to 100. 100 should be good but stressful because we have no idea what we're doing. Everything before 100 going to be stressful because I have no idea what we're doing, and then hopefully 101 I start to come back down to like a normal. Um, there's some mind pockets, so I'll try to elaborate a little bit more with that later. But this is Monday's show. We are going to hang out for about an hour. What has been going on in this guy's head? What kind of like weird crisis does he put into his head this week? Nothing crisisy. I'm like, uh, but it's been a week. I'm gonna tell you. So right here, two-parter. So during the pre-show, I mentioned Patreon. So one of the ideas, right, is hey, look. This blanket you guys should have already have seen, and all of you should have received yours. Yeah. All right, love this blanket. Super cool. This blanket, no, you guys have not gotten blankets. Shit. You will be getting blankets next month for March. Ooh, only two of these things exist right now. I have one, and then like one of my favorite people in the world have one. So if you guys want to be ooh, okay, guess what? I lied. Only two of these exist right now, and I think only two will exist because the Patreon idea is going to be a different blanket. You owe me. See, I knew I did. I knew it. I don't know where they're at. I lie. I know where they're at. 100%. I was no joke. Like, I was getting ready. Like, I have no idea why it popped into my head. But I was like, I don't think I saw Nikki at all in January. I was like, I even had them. Does someone get doubles? You will get them tomorrow for sure. 100%. I have them. Percent. Who did I deliver them to? E3, 5. Hold on. Okay, I mailed two out. I don't know, but yes, you'll definitely get your coasters tomorrow. 100%. Why did I think I gave them to you? I know for a fact I didn't, but I absolutely 100%. That is so crazy. Okay, yes, you got it coming. So stay till the end of the show. I'll show you the blanket that will be going out in March. Um, I'm going to order them. It takes about a week to get them in, so I'll order them by the end of the month. So that way, that first week or two in March, I'll actually have them to ship out. Okay. This one right here is amazing. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. My pockets. 41-year-old man working two jobs, is alone entirely by himself, way more than he should be. What goes up and on up here? Let's find out. Maybe. No shade on your artist. I love the logo over the comic collage. See, I do too, but I wanted something different. And then I was like, maybe I'll just like let you guys pick, but I don't know. Anyway, she gave you a spoiler. You guys are Patreon. You guys seen pictures of them already? All right, here we go. Number one. Boo. Sundays are like bad days for me to eat. And now I'm just hungry. But I don't need to eat. I just want to eat. This sucks. I wish I could just eat my whole pizza. I miss those days. Maybe one comic plus the cute cat. Or, but which comic? Think about it for a second. Because we can do some Patreon. I can do a poll on there so you guys can go click, click, click. This is my pocket, real quick. I don't need to eat, right? It's not like I'm starving myself, right? So Ben's diet's not starve himself. It's Ben's used to eating like 6 or 7 times a day and then snacking 3 or 4 more times. So Sundays I cook for the kids. I ate breakfast. I did eat dinner, like a small dinner, like very light. And then it just sucks because like as I drive home and I sit here and I edit Sunday night, I want to like I just want to eat, and I don't, and I feel hungry, but I know I'm not supposed to be. Like it's hungry because I'm used to eating, but it's not hungry because I'm starving, and I don't like it because then I just like jump off the wagon and then I'll go buy 2 pizzas and I'll eat two just to kind of just stick it to Ben. So there's a chance you see one or two more of those over the next couple of weeks of just how much, like, just how hungry I am. But I'm not hungry. Like, I do eat. I just don't. I just don't eat until I'm like stuffed and sick. I eat a very reasonable portion, and I call it a day. And I just don't like that. And then there's that whole like, because it's not bored eating, right? Because I'm working on stuff, so it's not bored eat. But there might be a stress eat somewhere. That one is the one that I just. That one is the hardest one to kind of like combat. So I don't think I wasn't stressed out on Sunday when I was hungry when I recorded that. But I'm hungry right now because I haven't eaten today. What did I eat today? Hold on, I did eat. What did I eat? Oh my god, today's a long day, guys. I worked last night, yesterday. last night and this morning. Took a small nap, so I don't even know where I'm at. Um, what I ate. I know for a fact I ate. Oh man, I'm just getting old. I can't remember. All right. Anyway, just FYI, Ben gets hungry sometimes. Liam did it again. This kid plays so dirty. He he's trying to take credit for picks. I swear I have a recording. We talked about it in the car. I just don't know where the recording is. There's like 30 different recordings, and all the dates are all jacked up because I didn't really care about the dates on them. Like, it was so stupid, but I'm going to find it. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you updated. I'm going to find the answer, and I will probably never tell you. I'd like to add Lore Whimsy. Anybody who's watched, does it look like it's my computer is running so hard right now? I have absolutely no idea why. Hold on, let me close some stuff real quick. Like, close you, close you. There we go. Okay. Last week, episode who, we got in this argument of who created pigs and the idea for pigs. Because Liam, like, it's a fantastic episode. It was one of the, like, it was one of the most fun episodes I've edited in a long time and that we recorded in a long time. He's trying to, like, figure out how to, like, buy out and, like, he's going to leave me and he's going to take his gnome with him. This is when we find out how much he hates fucking Kidji here. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a territorial thing where he's just like, I don't want another co-host. Um, but it's just the live streams. Like, is when Old Man episodes come out, it's not me and Kitschy. It's just for the live because of the running gag from the very beginning. Somewhere there's a recording. Uh, there's got to be like 30 hours worth of recordings, and none of the dates line up real good for me. So one, I have to figure out the date that we had that conversation. I think I can pinpoint that. Then I gotta go back and listen to them. Then they sound like garbage because I used to just magnet on top of the, like, in the car. So you'll hear some episodes on episode 100 because we're gonna play a couple of those car recordings. So as soon as I find it, I'm not gonna freak out and like throw them under the bus. All right. So my journey this week is like I have to reel back a little bit of like what's appropriate to go out, what's not appropriate to go out, and like so. As soon as I find it, I'm gonna give you guys a little nod, right? That says it was my idea. I'll let him know so that way he knows the reality is that was my idea. I don't even know. It doesn't even matter whose idea was what. I think it was just because he came so hard at me that he came up with it, and it wasn't like a collaborative thing. It was just like this was my idea. Um, so for the lore of the of Whimsy, I'm not going to fully tell you guys what I find out because I'm always going to stand behind that there was a recording. If I can't find the recording, I'm going to say it was lost. But man, that kid, it was during the open house too. What episode was the open house? I keep trying to look for that number, but I can't figure. I think it's like 5 or I know it's not 7. Had to have been 6. What was episode 6 called? Rhiannon was 4, 5, 6. I used to remember all the numbers. So man, I needed to get in there. I was upset that he totally stole all the credit for picks. And then I swear to God, when you listen to it, he defends himself in a way in which you totally buy it. and that you're totally on his team. Like that's all I know. All I know is the majority. I bet if we did a vote, the majority of people like, "Yeah, it was Lane's idea." Ben's losing his mind. Yeah. Here's a cool random question. How does one store brown sugar without it just drying out? Because like obviously you can't keep it in the bag. Like how does it stay moist in the bag before you buy it? But the second you open it, the fucking thing just dries up, and you can't put it in a canister because then that thing just dries it all out. I don't understand how to store brown sugar. Like there is a very real chance 20 years from now that's going to be the same problem I have. Is so one, you can tell I've lived by myself for maybe a little entirely too long because I like when I listen back to some of these, it looks like I can barely function as a person, and it's like he needs someone to live with, and it's like because I have this, so you guys can just imagine that I have a canister, right, of brown sugar that's just a brick, and then it's this bag version. I have two brown sugars in which you're like, oh, Ben wants some oatmeal, and he wants to put some brown sugar in it. And I guarantee you guys are just like, oh my god, this guy is just scraping the top layer of brown sugar off in his canister and this bag. I don't. I just have like I do have a bag like that of all the things in the kitchen. Why is brown sugar the first thing? Like I don't know what the shelf life is for sugar, but I don't like within like the second I open it, when I get a new one, sprinkle some stuff on my oatmeal. I come back tomorrow and it's like hard as a rock, and I just don't understand. How does one store brown? Now I could Google it. I'm not going to. I don't know why I don't, because I don't believe it. Yeah. So Ben has this rocks of just. I was like, I guess I don't know how to. I'll Google it later. Uh, you need a brown sugar bear. Is that a thing? And then are there specific containers just for brown sugar? I did not know that. Someone write that down. I have no note takers anymore. I have no idea where my team, like the internal team, is just slowly falling apart. Nikki, thank you for helping out with the downloads. Huge. But yeah, note takers, you're all gone. I have no idea where you guys are at. But someone write that down. For Christmas, I need a brown sugar bear. Done. Okay. Like, let's spread that like sugar daddy. Like, is my sister trying to be like, you need a man? And I'm like, and I'm just sitting here like, hee, 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 hee. And all we're hoping for is that uh, Ben finds a sugar bear. And like, and I start Googling it, and then gonna be like, that's not what I thought it was. That's kind of funny. So, all right, sugar bear, done, nailed it. I don't even use it that often. I only use it in the winter and like the 2 weeks out of the year in the summer, in which, for whatever reason, 112 degrees outside. I'm like, I need some oatmeal, and then it's like, Lane wanted to start eating oatmeal, so. Oh man, I think I did it again. So editing the episode, and then I'm pulling a bunch of recordings for episode 100 that we want to use. So like I'm all hyped, ready to go, and then uh, like I already have like poor sleep like habits. So I was all like, thought I was good to go. I was gonna start writing the script for the comic book, and there may or may not be a 10-minute live stream. It was like it's like probably 40 minutes long, but the last 10 minutes I may or may not have fallen asleep. I don't know. I didn't even look at it. Ironically, the three people in the chats are probably the three people that know that I do not function well on no sleep, but yet at the same time I push the no sleep. I was editing the episode. Who good up like so much fun that episode. I absolutely adore that episode. I had so much fun with it. But then I was like, boom, car recordings, right? So I'm like, let's find. Uh, so episode 100. No idea what we're doing now. It's like everything's like slowly and quickly falling apart. I have the very first car recordings that we had. Here's the fun thing about these recordings. It was Sunday, 2023, Super Bowl Sunday, 2023, and then the Monday, the day after. This like uh, episode 100. There's two parts, right? And they're gonna be so much fun to listen to. I edited them down. Um, they sound weird and garbagey, but you can still hear what we're talking about. Liam sounds amazing. Sophie's in there for a half a second, but I got it all edited down to just over an hour, in which Liam and I will listen and comment on. Right. So those episodes are out. Okay, so I found those, and then I was like, let's keep going with creativeness. So Liam's like, okay, so here's a two part, I think. Liam uh, said that he would be okay if I took episode 78, him lost in the bathrooms, and I turned it into a comic, right? So last Sunday, I'm like, boom, let's do this. I live streamed episode 78, fast forwarded the first half hour before, right? And the idea, right? I got to practice these things at midnight when nobody's paying attention to me. Was I would listen and do like a commentary like track, right? So if a bunch of you guys like wanted, like I'd play a random episode and we would just listen to it and we'd comment the whole way through. So as I'm listening to the episode, I'm writing notes and I'm trying to kind of like what you call it, make notes, and I'm trying to write out a script for it. And then somewhere in there, right? One of these, and then I only woke up when the episode ended and started the next episode. So I fell asleep again on the internet. Okay, two parts, another two parts. So like, well, it's like subsections. Some of the reason why I just randomly live stream for no reason is because I want to. It's good practice time for me, right? Because uh, there's no one gonna randomly jump on, right? So um, during the day, if I hit like live stream, you guys get the notification. You're like, well, what's he doing on a random Wednesday? And you're gonna watch it. Most of the time, you guys won't even see the notification at midnight, and I kind of just hang out. Okay. But then the other part is so when I was doing it, 100% Liam and I should listen and do a commentary track on some of our favorite episodes because 78 is like it's so good. I absolutely loved episode 78. It was so much fun. So we find another episode like that. Like a couple months from now, we'll go back to 97 and the Who, and we can find out who created Pix. So And then the second part is all these documentaries that I keep watching, the SNL stuff. When I randomly live stream, I think part of it is I'm just trying to create weird like B-roll footage. So if we were to ever to make a documentary like Whimsy 50, okay? So Whimsy 50 comes out. As of right now, there's not a lot of video of like behind the scenes type stuff. So I'm just trying to just do whatever I can to just like I don't know. It's let's be fair, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I know what the hell I'm trying to do. But yeah, I fell asleep for 10 minutes. God, I hope it was only 10 minutes. Because I went back and I started scripting out the episode. It shouldn't have been more than 10 minutes, but yeah, I already took it down. You guys won't see it, so sorry. Uh, right, 100%. I'm gonna start trying to go back. Okay, so you might have missed it last week. I'm gonna try and create like a supercut of all the mind pockets, and I'm gonna go back and listen to all of them, and then see which ones reminded me of like big laughs. So, and then the podcast, I have to remember some good laughs there, like episode 2. And what I want to do is I want to definitely put together like a parquet laugh reel of just me laughing, just like 38 minutes of me just laughing. Hi, Grandma. Um, but yes, like the just start recording stuff. I don't know what to do with a lot of it, but I'd rather have it than not have it. Same thing with like the old kitchen cams. I don't know. They're worthless until I can find a decent project that I want to use with them. But I'd rather have them than not have them. So, um, yeah, just hit that notification button so you can be alerted when Ben randomly jumps on at midnight, does a live stream, and then may or may not fall asleep. So, all right, back in November, I was in what is it? Focus Magazine by Sydney. Was that Whitman? Somehow, I don't know how I found it, but I reached out and had a power meeting. Well, actually, I had an interview with her this week, and just waiting for the details back. But she wants to interview me for her channel slash TV show. Like, it's not. Let's just call it um, her YouTube page. It's a video interview. She's got like 100 of them up there already. So we can expect to see that probably about a month. Big production. Let me tell you about it. Focus Magazine. I find like a small ad, and they're like, "You want to be featured in the magazine?" I said, "Boom, yes, boom." I have to write the article. Kelly Megan helped me write this thing. Boom, it's out there. I got a copy of it, and we have a digital copy of the 2-page article that we had. Don't know how I found it, but there was another. She was reaching out of like who wants to be on her show. Uh, it's basically okay. Here's what I found out. It's basically a podcast, and then she has a video version of it that she puts it out. Littlegive.com. Okay, reached out, had an interview with her. Very nice lady, and she was like, "I like the cut of your jib, and I like what you're doing with Whimsy. I think you meet the message that we're going for. We would like to interview you." So early next week, I will be getting a very small email packet, some information, website, a little bit more about me, a little bit about more of what we're doing. And then she has a producer who will basically deep dive on me for a week, find all the find out some research and stuff, and he's going to put the slides together. Basically, what I do for Monday, right? But he's going to put it all together, help write the episode, and then I will meet with her, hang out for like 40 minutes. Most of her episodes are 30 to an hour long. So we'll call it like 40 minutes. So she's gonna hang out for 40 minutes and kind of just give us a platform to talk about whimsy and what it is that we're trying to accomplish. Um, Build a community, help people out, be a mentor, hang out with family, and like the whole thing. So that should be coming out. All right, let's go. Monday, I get it. End of the week, I send the update. They take say 2 weeks to put the show together, a week to schedule. So let's go like 4 to 6 weeks before it airs. She has her, what did I say, littlegive.com. She has a YouTube page, and then she also features that podcast on Phoenix TV, Finix TV. Don't know a lot about Phoenix TV, but how cool is that? Like, not to be like one good, like ish practice, because we are working on uh, the panel ideas for the two cons. So, kind of give me like a warm up before I start practicing it with Megan, because she'll be on. We'll have her on very soon. Record an episode, doing like a very small pitch of what our panels look like. So it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. And then there's a second part to this mind pocket. So hang out.
Go check out Whimsy with a Z, the podcast from Chasing the Whimsy. Whimsy with a Z is a brand new podcast where they meet and hang out with 6 teenagers each month to get to know what it's like to be a Generation Z in today's day and age. They'll discuss summer, first days of school, and maybe dive into the struggles that most teens face, but maybe not talk about. Join along as they break down the generation gap and better understand what it's like to be Generation Z. That's Whimsy with a Z. Chasing Whimsy, talking to Generation Z. A few new episodes up for you to listen to already, and make sure you subscribe to be notified of future releases. Whimsy with a Z is a podcast for teens, by teens, but parents are welcome and encouraged to also listen. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and at the website chasingthewhimsy.com. That's Whimsy with a Z, the podcast. Go stream, download, and subscribe today.
I turned down real quick. All right, so I'm researching this interview I'm going to be doing probably in a month or two. She asks 3 questions at the end, and one of them is to like promote and plug a charity. The interview that she wants to have with me is going to be like going over like giving back and community and all the good positive things and the supportiveness that Whimsy is. But I don't know if the charities that I subscribe to or the ones that I support, I don't know if it fits the tone for said interview. Let me know what you guys think. I'll tell you what it is. Hold on. All right. So here's the problem I was running into is I believe, because I went back and looked at some of her older videos. Question is like, when has somebody done something small that made a big impact for me? So like that's kind of an easy question, I think. But then the last one is like, plug a nonprofit, right? So that I'm not like I told you, like there's a handful of charities that I support. Okay, but the big like the like the 2 biggest ones like that okay, the ones that I care about. Um, don't know if it fits the tone, right? Okay, so real quick, mind's eye this. We have this interview, this super nice lady. She's like talking about whimsy, and I'm like, family, community, give back. Let's do the holiday donation. Let's do some of these other things, right? And then she's like, oh, what kind of charities do you like? to support, and I'm like, boom, human trafficking and fucking like abused women, and I was like, so I don't think it fits the theme and the tone of the show. Um, like I don't think that's the platform I need to promote those things. So now I'm like, so 100% overthinking it. Okay, right. But what? So now I'm trying to think like, do I need to find a different nonprofit to promote on that interview, or um, because there's a couple of different ones, right? There's ones like for trafficking, and then um, ones to kind of help um, like children and women who like uh, to get them back on their feet. So like I can find one that's not so like aggressive of like the horrors of of man, right? So I don't know, and I got some time. Obviously, I pointing at the fence is 4 weeks. So yeah, for a second I was like, because I didn't want the interview to go super well, and then all of a sudden I just derail it with this weird like just change like just hard change the tone. Like I don't know, like it's an important message, like 100%, but it's one of those things where it's like, is that the platform? I don't know. I'm overthinking it. So if anybody has an idea, in the chats, in the comments, let me know who you guys support. What charities do you guys support? Because um, I need reminders of some other ones that are out there. Piggyback on them. Um, but obviously, I'm gonna wait until she gives me the actual questions so I can confirm what it is that she's asking for in this charity that she wants me to promote. But yeah, there's a for a hard second. I was like, I don't know if mine's gonna be tonally uh, like appropriate. I don't even want to say. I don't like saying that word because there's never like it's always an appropriate time to be like, don't traffic people and let's take care of these women. Like, so you guys get where I'm at. All right, so far this week, super grumpy, and I don't know why. Then I'm wildly irritated because I'm trying to edit some episodes for 100, right? For whatever reason, I can't. Like I'm playing with it for 2 days. I played with this thing. Can't figure out how to edit it because the sound's not playing. I swear to you, I touched nothing from last week. But for whatever reason, the fix is I just had to move the volume button all the way to the right. Like it is the dumbest thing in the world. Like to be grumpy and then to be like, that's, oh, come on. Like it doesn't help. But I got it fixed. So, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. I'll come back to all your comments in just 2 seconds. Let's finish up this. One, I'm grumpy, right? Got some stuff going on up here. Two, work absolutely sucks. Absolutely sucks. Like I hate working alone. Like I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like I hate fucking talking about like the innards of work, right? Absolutely, like just the most irritating thing I've ever seen in my life. Like just it's just all garbage. All right, so I'm trying to edit these episodes together because there's 4 episodes or 4 recordings. I have to edit them down. They're in the car, so they got all this background noise, and I put them on my computer. I'm trying to like edit it, and then when I hit play, there's no sound, and I haven't touched anything, and for 2 days, like I had to Google it, and how absolutely dumb it is that Google gives me a YouTube page in which to like make sure you have the volume turned up, and then I 100% shit you not, I just I take the the bar the volume bar and just move it all the way to the right. And now I got volume. And it absolutely just irritates the crap out of me that that was what was wrong. So now I'm grumpy because of that. Like I feel like so stupid. Like I know. Step one for any electrical problem, step one is always restart, plug, unplug. There you go. And then from there you can start googling and troubleshoot some stuff. 100%. It's the most irritating thing I've ever done this week. Ugh. Okay. Was that you, Mom? Local homeless shelter, emergency services for families. I'm familiar. I'm ish familiar with them. I like them. Um, Big Brothers Big Sisters. I've always like enjoyed the idea of it. Um, my sister did. Uh, I think I don't know if she's still doing it, but she did have a big sister for a while, for years, and she still knows her. And I even believe there was an eclipse in the same town that they went to visit her, if I remember my stories correctly. I think that's also a big one, but it's weird because I like 100% Big Brothers Big Sisters, right? Um, I would promote it, but then I would almost feel fraudish because I don't know much about it. Like it's not mine. Um, Maybe I'll give a list of them and be like, here's what we found in Whimsy, or here's the three that the Whimsy community, and then I'll find like a third one, and then just kind of just give them all out because they're all twice. Who was There was a Jessica, and then there was one. What's Is Jessica was the I don't like all those lists of them. I don't like all those lists of them. Because I get really picky because I tried Googling it, like, boom, what are some nonprofits in the area? And I get really weird about which charities to support because March of Dimes is probably the most, and Locks of Love, right? The problem is they look like they're good, but then you find out there's a bunch of admin, um, like administrative fees in which they keep the majority of the donations and stuff. Um, some people kind of get a little bit weird about like the Salvation Army because the bell ringers are working for uh, minimum wage. So they're like, well, they're out there just making their own money. But I like the Salvation Army. That goes all the way back to dad's side of the family. So like, I have nothing against them. But like, ugh. um, Just was my bestie from high school. And then was there another one afterwards? Or do you still currently like I know you don't do it now. Maybe I don't know. I've been a big sister twice. Each time they aged out, but still a financial supporter of the mission. Awesome. I will look into that because I do like that idea. I do like homeless because that one kind of ties into the thing Liam and I had talked about a couple weeks ago. Um, I like supporting like the homeless. I had a homeless guy that I used to try to take care of a little bit. So, but yeah, thank you for the two suggestions. I'll take more if you guys have them. Um, I'll let you guys know more when I get closer to that interview and when I get clarification on what exactly she's going to ask me. Oh my god, I'm watching Mr. Beast. Beast Games on Amazon. 8 episodes in, like I've seen some stuff, but oh my god, today's episode, amazing. Oh, like it is crazy the things that he does in the name of a game, but the psychology behind all of it is just so messed up. I absolutely love this show right now. A couple weeks ago on Monday, I did a small deep dive about the Beast games. God, it was oh my god, it was 6 weeks ago. It just started. Uh, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 6 weeks. Oh my God, was it really 6 weeks ago? What the hell have I done in 6 weeks? There was this. I did a thing on Monday. You guys can go find it. There's Mr. Beast in the title. Skip to the back half of it. There have been like amazing. You have all these old like university studies, right? Where they would put people in situations and then track the results, right? Right. So you had the Milgram experiments in which people are asked to like give an electric shock to somebody, and then like so the study basically shows two things. There's that one in the Stanford prison experiment. So the Milgram one is what what a normal person would the what a normal person will do when asked to do something by an authority figure, right? So the scientist is like, you need to electrocute this person, and they're like, I don't want to. And like, you must do it for science, right? Boom, and then they do this whole study of like how many people went as far as they did, or how far did they go. And part of the idea is to social compliance. It's uh, they always try to figure a way to link it to the Nazis, right? Where they're like, because of a military force and or a doctor says do all these heinous things for the betterment of science, like people just do like heinous things. Same thing ish with the Stanford prison experiments, right? Where they're like, half of you guys, like you're all just regular strangers, same people, right? Just nobody, right? But you're a prison guard and you're an inmate, and for like I think it was a 12-day experiment. The whole thing just falls apart because people in authority will abuse said authority. Um, the thing ended up stopping in less than a week. It was like day 5, day 6, it completely stopped. It was like, and then so all these scientists look at all these studies and they're like, this is unethical. You can't put people in these positions uh, to to do these things, right? And then there's this. So then there's the whole debate of did we not learn something from the Milgram experiments and the Stanford prison experiments? They're like, yeah, but you didn't do it ethically. So there's like this whole argument, right? And there's a bunch of other ones. Okay, so Mr. Beast, right? These Beast games, 100%. Like, it's just absolutely bonkers. You look at him, it's all he's a YouTuber. He creates all these games and these tasks, right? And you do and you do them as a game to win money, right? 1,000 people are trying to win $5 million, and there's all these tasks in which you have to like sacrifice yourself, and you got to like throw somebody under a bus, and you got to like to help these guys. Episode 8. If you guys aren't watching it, you're not going to go back and watch it. Like you 100% should. Like it's fascinating. Episode 8. 10 people, $1 million, and he says one at a time. You guys take money from the $1 million that you want, right? So like part of the idea is you're in the top 10, right? Spoiler alert. Sorry, is one at a time. Like the first person is like, I'll just take 100,000, and that way all 10 people get 100,000. Well, by the second or third person, all like all of it is just chaos now, right? There's no more fairness. What I'm just watching this thing for and amazed by all of his videos recently are like this is what we're not that far away with these experiments is basically what I'm getting at is we're not that far away of like for $5 million. Like, would you do something horrible? And it's the weirdest thing in the world. It's a fast. It's one. They're entertaining enough, but like I always watch it from the psychology side of it. Oh my god, it's amazing. I absolutely love all of it. But yeah, this episode 8, it was just, oh man, it's compelling gaming. Like this competition, it's amazing. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So we got nostalgia tour. So I'm working on part of that, but then I also started reaching out. A couple people haven't really said yes or no, but I did get one for sure, and then I'm still waiting for one more uh, response. But I think I'm going to start getting ready to record my archive stories, like the stories that I'll record but won't release anywhere. Right? They're just going to be more for reference stuff. So a couple of people I'm trying to reach out to are people that could. One, I just don't want to like necessarily just talk to myself the whole time because like there's a lot, right? But also would like to have somebody who was present in that time, so that way I can help get some collaboration on what actually did happen versus whatever I think happened. But yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. Uh, I'll let you know when I start, but I won't tell you guys like what is all happening. But yeah, I'm gonna start recording some archive uh, files. I don't know about the news show. Yeah, I'm ish rushing because I have to work tonight. Two, I know better. Like I should give it 10 seconds before I jump into the next one. So my apologies. I'm going to slow down just a little bit. Lasagna. I don't know about a new show in which a person who can is competing, their families decide if they get to leave or not. Sounds interesting. Nikki, are you watching it? Episode it may 8 made me realize how naive I am. I thought they would do the 100,000 each. Like it made sense. And like this is what blows my mind about it is like they had $0 going into this thing. And then somehow they're like, I will step on a small child and kick a puppy because I deserve it. Like that's kind of like where all of this was leading to is 5 years from now, do we just start kicking puppies for millions of dollars? And then it's like, well, if I kick a puppy for $100,000, I can donate to the Humane Society and save more puppies. So, like, we're getting to this place where, like, through these games, we're just gonna push people to be like, how far are you willing to justify doing something horrible? Like, oh my god, episode 8 was amazing. Like, I absolutely the guy. Okay, and you want okay, so we're gonna go back to episode like 3 or 4. Okay, competitionally, the only like most of the games are all like weird and garbage. Okay, it is what it is. 100%. Episode 4, when they had a chance to win $1 million in the middle of the game, right? That's what like it's still okay. So like I think it was episode 3 or 4. 4 teams, one captain. Okay, money keeps going up, and then they're like, "Hey, you push the button, you eliminate your team, but you win some money." So it gets you $1 million, and nobody took the money, right? So everybody was saved. For whatever reason, I think that was the moment. If like I was playing the game, that's when I would just eliminate the 50 people. I get $1 million and I eliminate 50 people. Like that's exactly like that's what I would have like gaming wise. But now you're like weeks into this thing, and now you built this community of things, and now you just start stabbing people in the back. Like it is bonkers, crazy. It is an interesting show. And then I would, because I'm always interested in like, what would Liam do? Like, what would JJ do? Be like, hey JJ, like, here's your best friend. FYI, you can have all of the Switch games, but your friend gets zero and has to go home today. And then it's kind of like we all want to think like our kids would be like, oh, let my friend see. But then it's like we're gonna give you all the Switches and all the games for life. And then you're kind of like, well, now I have to take it. I don't know. Like like, and you can't fault anybody for it. Like that's the whole purpose of the stupid experiment is you keep adding stuff to the point in which like a person breaks. Like I don't know. It's absolutely weird. Extracted coming February 10th, and it's only 250K. Yeah. All right. Not noted. Extracted. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna put that on the show on Monday. Beast Games is it's so weird. I don't know. Like it's I wish somebody would acknowledge that he's what he's doing, if not done as a game, would be borderline unethical. All right, I finished Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton. Uh, Previous to that, I finished Ray Donovan, and before that was something else. I'm going back and watching shows that I haven't watched before, but they're a little bit older. Um, I might try to tackle Homeland or The American. But what about X Files? 11 seasons, 202 episodes. One, does it hold up? And two, is 202 episodes too much for me to try and like catch up on? Mom watched X Files in its original run, and she's not here right now. I researched it. X Files ish holds up. There's a couple episodes that kind of don't age well. Um, the first 4 or 5 seasons I hear are super good and definitely hold up. But it's one of those things where it went like argument can be made that says 202 episodes of a it was maybe too much. I'm thinking about doing it, but do I only do like 2 seasons and then take a break and then do something else? Kind of like I want to do X Files. I do, but the American is supposed to be really good too. One of a bunch of awards. Um, Russian uh, Russian family come in and they play moles in the country. Um, Homeland with Claire Danes won a bunch of awards back in the day. Ted Lasso, 100%. I was on Ted Lasso before everybody else was on Ted Lasso. Like I was on Ted Lasso like I was on fidget spinners. Ted Lasso is amazing. I've already rewatched it twice this in the last like 3 months. Um, it's a feel good show, man. Holy crap! Kind of love Ted Lasso. Shrinking season 2 is a little bit little on the weak sauce, but man, I love Ted Lasso. But yeah, I'm trying to find a show. 11 seems like a lot. 200 episodes. Goliath was 4 seasons, 8 episodes each. Like boom, check. So let me know if there's a show that you guys liked back in the day. I thought about doing Heroes, but Heroes really only holds up for the first season. Second one's a little bit janky. 3 was okay, but 2 was really bad. The Black Donnellys, like I want to go back and rewatch the Black Donnellys. I love that show, and I'm so upset that I didn't get a second season. Um, Maybe I'll do Hero season 1 or the Black Donnellys as like a little palate cleanser until I can find something else. Yeah, Homeland had, and see what's weird is like Homeland had 8 seasons and Americans I think had 7. Like here's my first world problems of like what do I listen to? um, there's almost nothing good on TV right now. I'm telling you right now, there's almost nothing good on. Monday, Monday show. You have 2 days. Watch the two Tom Green, the documentary, and I Own a Mule, his stand up. Amazing. Jersey Shore, get away from me. Are you kidding me? Oh, lasagna. No. Oh, no, the Jersey Shore. Is there a reality TV show I would rewatch? I watched Joe Schmo uh, last September. So I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like worth watching because I have a bunch of seasons of stuff. I just haven't gone back and watched them. Um, Interview with the Vampire season 2. I have not had a chance to watch. I should maybe watch that one. All right, last one. Then we're done. I'll show you a blanket. I'll put a poll up because you guys are gonna help me design the next blanket that's gonna go out in next month. All right, so uh, plans are changing. I don't know what we're doing now for episode 98, 99. Conceptually, we're doing episode 98 this weekend of why. No idea what we're doing with 99. Liam has an opinion, a weird one, but then like he canceled on me, so now I don't necessarily. So now like all of Super Bowl Sundays can like screwed up. So I'll figure that out. But as I start thinking about the why for why I do the podcast, the recent episode we just did, a lot of fun. The why I kept to last because I thought it was probably the most insightful one. The problem I'm running into now is that the whys are now becoming very depressing to me because, yeah, it is. So here's what I'm finding out. A lot of people, okay, me, don't like to look inward at oneself and like certain admissions kind of suck. So like this whole idea of the whys, like my whys have now evolved as I've sat and stewed over it for a week. I don't know. Uh, Depending on what Liam does with it, the tone should be fun like they've all been, but there's a chance that if he's in the mood and it goes into my dark place, like it's gonna be it potentially gonna be like it was gonna be fun, but like a real insight on like Ben, like the stuff that I don't want to talk about. I totally 100% just like acknowledge it to myself. So Monday's episode, like potential to be on par with the rest of the W's, or I don't know. I don't know where 98Y goes. So then if it doesn't, if we keep it more upbeat and happy, do I what do I like I don't know. Let me see if I can try to explain it. 3 minutes. No. Okay. Everything is falling apart. Okay. Uh, Liam canceled the next 2 weeks. So I literally have no idea what we're doing for 98, 99. In theory, I have a guest coming in next week. No idea what we're doing with that. Like everything is just slowly falling apart. So
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Oh, okay. Well, I just fucking Googled something. Okay, so like uh maybe. Okay. So I'm not taking a break. Like I can't we're going to do 98, we're going to do 99, and we're going to attempt, and I have enough that we could do 100. I don't know what 100 looks like. Liam wants to do multiple parts. I don't know if we're going to do the second part. I have no idea. But we definitely have enough that we can do the the making hay car recordings. So episode 100, I have enough to make it a good episode still. He wants to go above and beyond like crazy. Okay. Last week we realized like there is no win the W, so we had to scrap the W, right? So we have a Y left. Okay, so here's the problem I'm running into on the Y. We know on the surface, for the majority of it, like the good happy things in which why we do the podcast. We get to hang out, we get some cool recordings, right? But now, like as Whimsy has evolved, I'm clearly going through something where I'm like, I need all these old stories. I'm creating archive files, right? So I'm chasing all these stories. Then some people don't want to tell stories, and then some people are just like, I don't want to like. And then I'm like, I'm trying not to air out like dirty laundry. So, um, so I got to find that happy medium of like, this is a story about Ben. Nothing against whatever, whoever, right? Okay. So we have all those issues now. I can reel most of those in because I can edit those things out. Boom. Okay. So now the problem I'm running into is like, as I sit and stew for the week, right? The whys, I'm starting to find the whys under the whys, under the whys. And then it starts to like just self reflect on like in the inner Ben, right? So the why, because I'm trying to come up with a couple of things that I want to talk about, right? But then it just like evolved into like this madness. Uh, but then I know it's all over the place, so just fucking just bear with me. Now that Liam is canceled, I have no idea what to do for why. It's not an episode I want to record by myself because that's going to be depressing. Like, uh, like wildly depressing. Like we haven't had an old like a sad dad episode in a while. Liam says that he would call in, so maybe we can do like a call in version. But if his like if for whatever reason he's gonna phone it in, like I'm not gonna be in a place comfortable enough to like deep dive on whatever is going on in my head. So then it's like, well, then that sucks. So what did I say in the recording? When you get in, so I'm at that place where like when people like reflect inward, and it's like, no, I don't want to think about it that much. We're just going to push that further down and just think about something else, right? So that's where I'm at. Is like I brought all these ideas and thoughts up, and I was um, like they're like like a real honest Ben, right? Like a real vulnerable Ben. Okay. So then I'm like, all right, if if I get my buddy, right, or I got someone who can like help me through this thing, right, talk it out, we'll see what happens and I can always edit some stuff out if I need to, right? But if he phones it in, I'm not going to be in a safe place to be like, well, yeah, I want to do it because I want to tell stories and it's fun. Boom, end the episode. Like, and that's like, it's not fair to what Whimsy wants
Hey
to
there,
be
Whimsy
one
fans.
day.
We wanted to take a moment
Oh,
away
you
from the
suck,
fun to
Ben.
express.
Stand by. So Don't know. I have no idea. So then what happens is if 98 fails, right? So he phones it in, I phone it in. So now I'm like, all right. So there's gonna be a midnight live stream of me just like nervous breakdowning. I don't think it's nervous breakdown. I definitely think once I get it out, I'll start to feel better because then it would be it's one of those things, right? Where once I get it out and then it becomes real, and then I can start working on it, right? So anybody who knows me is I have a bunch of problems. And then what I do is like, how about we just like fucking hold that shit down and distract somewhere else and take zero accountability for anything, and it just goes away. And then so the problem is it doesn't go away; it blows up in my face, and now I'm left over with like this broken versions of me, like just held down here. So, oh my gosh, it should have been a fun episode, and it can still be a fun episode, but it's not very often we get uh like these weird, like real, like honest moments, right? And then I start thinking, I'm like, well, does anybody care about those honest moments? And does anybody care about Ben's fucking little crisis right now? I don't know. And if you guys don't care, then fucking like it's me. I like if this helps me work through something, then the help of the rest of you guys if you guys don't like it. So basically that's where that is. But at the same time, it's like mm, if it's a real and honest moment, then it's something that people can relate to and like connect to. And that like that can't be bad either. Oh, you know, it's like all over the place, man. Here's like, man, I do this all week. This is all I do all week. This is like the worst thing in the world. Like just to be lost in this thought all week. So whatever. Um, so I think part of it is I think if I read I got some advice uh, semi recently. If I remember correctly, it was just like trust the process, do you, Ben, and then like it, like so. I'm gonna trust the process. We're gonna try and do this thing. Uh, like most of it's not even that bad. It's just a lot of stuff that one I've never said out loud. So that's kind of weird. Um, and then it's just I think I'm worried too much about what like a handful of people would think and take it in the wrong way. I think I need to get away from those handful of people's. I don't know. He canceled. He canceled on me twice, like for 2 weeks. Oh my god, it's like the funniest thing. So one thing I realized semi recently, I was told, is that I suck at making plans. Right, so I have an idea for something, and instead of just asking to be like, "Hey, let's do this plan," I just fucking like beat around the bush, and then I just so my bad growth opportunity, and that's part of it is like I can learn still. I think so. I told Liam we have to map out the next like we mapped out 5 weeks in advance for episode 100. That's why we did W's boom episode 100, right? So for 4 weeks, for like 6 weeks, there was a game plan, and I was like, "You have enough where you can miss 1 week," and he's like, "I want to do it on 50%," and then all of a sudden he's just like, "Boom, cancel, boom, cancel." Oh man, he's my little buddy, and he left me hanging here in my like in my current state, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Don't know. So 99, I think I can make work. Uh, we'll see. I got like I said, there's a guest coming on 99. I'll figure it out. 98, I have no idea. So the Monday episode, I have no idea what's going to happen. It is going to be a Y, whether it's Liam phoning it in or I'm going to do it solo. If I do it solo, who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. It's going to be a weird, like this whole road to 100, great on paper, a lot of fun. But man, you cannot leave me alone with my thoughts by myself for weeks on end. Like it is the weirdest thing. And it's, that's all I got. That's all I can tell you is it is absolutely the weirdest thing in the world. Because this version of Ben is happy here, but man, it is. We're gonna work on some shit. That's all I know. Is we're working on it. It's gonna be episode 100, 101. It's gonna be like a whole like. It's gonna be a whole therapy thing for me. I don't know. Oh, it's so weird. I'd be so alone. Oh my god. Oh, that's the funniest thing, man. Someone talk to me. And it's like, and I feel bad, right? Because like, one, it's not okay. Somewhere we're gonna have to work out a signal of like, this is not one of those situations in which everybody needs to come and hang out with me because like Ben's gonna do something stupid. Like, no. But it's one of those things of like just acknowledging, man, like, fuck, being alone sucks, dude. And the idea that how long am I here? Minus the 8 hours at the other job. So 16 hours out of the day, like I literally talk to zero people. It is the weirdest thing in the world. And it is too like to be like that much. I am fine. It's not anything like it is an interesting journey going to be happening for Ben. So don't worry. Like I don't need a bunch of people being like, "Hey Ben, let's hang out," out of like nowhere. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm not looking for like, we need to keep Ben on like fucking Suey watch. We're not there. We're just saying. So I know some people kind of every once in a while are like, "That's the numbers breakdown. We need to check on him." No, just fucking an occasional hello, whatever. But no one overreact. We're not at that place yet. Until we listen to the episode 98 in the Y. Um, I don't think even then it would be bad. I just think it's interesting the things that I came up with that I think need to be said, but it needs to be said in the appropriate tone and forum. Like if Liam goes episode 27 with me, right? And we got into it, there's a bunch of like acknowledgments and apologies that I think need to be said um, that I think would start my process of getting out of this hole that I'm in. So it is going to be interesting. Um, we will find out though. So worst case, I just have to record it and then fucking hide them somewhere, I guess. But it will be one of those things. It's definitely a Sophie Liam recording that is worthy enough. So uh, we'll see what happens on Monday. I'll be here on Monday for the live stream. We got the episode coming out. It's gonna be amazing.
How much your support and contributions mean to us. If you're liking what you're hearing from us so far, we'd like to invite you to show us some love on our new Patreon. Starting at just $1 a week, you can help us keep the whimsy coming. That's not just our podcast, but live streams and new projects on the horizon as well. All members get special shout out during our live streams. If you're comfortable giving a little more, please take a look at our gift tier. These gifts are hand-picked by the Whimsy crew to bring more curiosity, fun, and whimsy to you as thanks for your support. Every little bit counts, and whether you support us by listening and subscribing to our podcasts, holding court on our lives, or subscribing to our Patreon, thank you for helping us keep the magic alive and the mics on. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy, or follow the link on our YouTube channel at Chasing the Whimsy. Thank you again for all the support. Whimsy!
All right. We're done. Patreon. Oh, shoot. Go back. Oh. That was lame. God, Grandma, you still here? 0. 0 days since Ben messed up a live stream. Man, for whatever reason, I can't seem to go more than like 6 days anymore without misclicking something. Somebody needs to make me days since last, like, what was it? Like, since last injury in the workplace, right? I need a whiteboard here, right? And then it needs to be days since last live stream mess up. And then I could be like 7 days, 8 days. And then today I would just scratch it out and put a big goddamn 0 on it. And I was doing good too. God. All right. So back to 0. And we lost a Patreon member. I did email and trying to figure out like an exit interview. So we'll see if maybe it was this billing issue. But it is February 1. The current numbers are at 11. Andy, Nikki, Megan, your family, Nikki, your family, Joyce, and Ender Frog, EC1, Gooster, Violet, Anna, my dad, and Courtney. Thank you guys for the two pay tiers on the Patreon. 5, 6 of you on the free. Thank you. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys being on the free. You get to see all the cool stuff. Um, Patreon membership subscription service where you can help support Whimsy. A couple bucks, $1 a week is what we're looking for. $1 per week helps do some cool stuff, right? Um, also, what it does is, oh, you suck, Ben. You're the worst. We're just gonna call that done. All right. So every member, everybody who's on a pay subscription on the membership, a portion of your funds will go towards the Holiday Family Assistance Program for a local elementary school. Last year, Whimsy donated $500. This year, Whimsy's already agreed to donate $500. I'm asking you guys to give me $4 to $10 per month. And I'm like, if you're going to support me, I want to show that I will also give back and help support our community through this holiday assistance program. And then I'm even going to take $1 out of everybody's little membership, and we're going to have a second bucket in which I am challenging you, the community, to sign up and raise another $500 for this family assistance program. I've already done it. I put my foot in my mouth or my money where my mouth is. I'm asking you to do the same. Give me a couple of bucks so we can help. Um, right now on patreon.com/chasing the whimsy in the shop, there is a $25 donation button or it's not a donation. So I have to sell something. So I'm selling just your name on the, what was it? It's a digital sale in which I put your name on the live streams. Okay. So for $25, you get your name on the live stream. And the bulk, like $23 of that goes straight into the kids fund, right? So if you're like, well, I don't want to give Ben $4 a month, he's gonna use it to do whatever. All right, fine. Then just give us the 25. Boom, I'll put it straight to the kids. I won't even keep any of it. So that is on there right now. That is currently live. That went out live 2 days ago. So if you don't want to do the monthly subscription, you don't want to see the $4 or $10 come out every month. Don't worry about it. Boom, just give me a one-off. Call it a day. So we're looking to raise another 500, right? Okay, boom. For those of you on the $10 tier, here is the prototype. That is a little whims blanket with some comics on there. So here's what happened in the beginning of the show. Some people are like, we kind of like the large logo one, so maybe the comics may be a little too much. So we like we like the we like the Sarah Cat logo, right? So do we do just a Sarah Cat blanket? And then some people are like, maybe just one comic, right? So then what comic do I do? Um, so anybody on the $10 tier or even the $4 or the free, jump onto Patreon, leave some comments. What are we doing different with this blanket? One cat, one comic. I'm 100% fine with. We have 3 weeks to figure it out. Do we want to stick with this one? Uh, there was the parquet laugh. This is Liam giving me a hard time about vaping. A lot of people like this one. This was the raining the whimsy when we tried to do it outside and he just fucking just ran around all day. And then this one is when Liam um, tipped the ice cream man $4. So they're cute little stories, but maybe we're like, hey, they are cute stories. Keep them in a fucking comic book. But for a blanket, maybe we just want one comic and one logo cat. And I'm fine with either one. So I just need to get some ideas of what you guys would like. We do this one. So instead of this one, we put a big cat on there. I'm 100% cool with that too. Sarah Cat chasing the whimsy and just make a cat blanket. And then what colors do I use? Single comic, the parquet. So I still have the old parquet comic because it's one of the first ones that have the side by sides instead of the stacked. So we could do like little whims, cat, and then underneath it could be the parquet one. Boom. And then that way it goes left to right. It doesn't look all blocky and whatever else. And then what color do I go? Do I keep it with the whimsy blue? So we have one person that says single comic and cat. So here's what we're looking at. So sign up this month and then uh, sign up again next month and you will get a blanket. We are in the even month. So even month, single and two cats, blue. All right, so whimsy blue, single comic. Oh man, I got okay. Two copies of the cat. You're just a cat lady. Like we'll get like the Courtney edition where there's like 7 cats on there. Um, what the fuck was I saying? Already commented on Patreon. Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna get these out. But for the gift here, you need the even month, and I send it out in the odd month. So we are currently in February, which is an even month. So you sign up this month, and then next month when the fee comes through, boom, I mail one of these out to you. That's all we got for you guys. I'm not even gonna. There's no end slide. Like, hold on, I can put it back on there. I think. Ugh. There we go. Thank you for watching. God, man, you suck at life. Boom. I vote for Nikki's idea. Boom. All right, so we got. I got to figure out how to design the rest of that then, because the side by side. We'll look at it. I got 3 weeks. Uh, some stuff, cool stuff is coming up. So sign up. Somehow I got to get more people subscribed. We lost one. That says it's funny. I'm gonna be sending out bad texts, trying to get a couple people to jump in. Worst case, hit me for the $25 one, so we can build that bucket up a little bit. Um, it is 9:30. I have to go to work. That's all I got. Um, listen Monday. Uh, hit the thingy thing, right? The podcast. Listen Monday. It's gonna be a good one, regardless. Liam calls in. We're gonna have a good time. We got some decent wines. I'm gonna try to not nervous breakdown on everybody, but I think it'll be interesting. I think we'll see the evolution of whimsy, in which we got some good stuff. 99, no idea. Super Bowl Sunday, have no idea what we're doing. No idea. um, 50-50 if there's a show next week on Saturday. So next Saturday, probably not. But Mind Pockets will be on Monday. Maybe. Because you guys will never see it then. Mm. We'll figure it out. 50-50 next Saturday. Or it might be later. So we'll see what happens on Saturday. Because we'll see. That's all I got for you guys. You guys have a good night. Thanks for kind of hanging with me while I kind of went through my thing. But it's all good. I think all of it is in good in the improvement of Ben. It's just a kind of like a really shitty fucking path to get through. But on the other side, I think it's gonna be fantastic. It's nothing but good. It's just no one likes to look in at themselves and be like you're flawed and broken. But it'll be good. I think it's all going to end up in a really good place, and it should resolve itself in a pretty decent way. So, two more episodes. Episode 100 coming up the 17th, 16th, 17th. It's going to be a blast. Ab- Absolutely. I can't like. I wish Liam paid attention to those. Episode 100 is going to be amazing. Like, let's just take 2 seconds and just. I have 2-year-old recordings, almost to the day, in which Liam and I have a conversation, multiple conversations. We are going to listen to them and we are going to have a blast. One, hearing Liam sound like a little kid. Me, I swear entirely too much. Um, so he was 12 and a half years old. It is amazing where he's at like 2 years ago, where he was at, how gung ho he was about his dad, and now he's just like, oh man, it's gonna be so much fun. You guys will love it. I absolutely adore those episodes. Uh, so we'll see you guys on the 16th for sure. See you guys next week sometime. We got episodes coming out. Man, we're just there. Whimsy's there. Just don't know when. You guys have a good night. Whimsy.